Dementia Friendly Community. What does that mean?
So Dementia Friendly Community means that we are living in a community where everybody understands that we all should be able to go out and shop, go to the library, go to the bookstore, go to the dentist, go to the senior center. And if we have a little bit of a brain fog or forget what we were going to say, that the person that's standing in front of us gives us that minute. Understands, I just need a minute. And then I'm not embarrassed. And I go about my shopping and I go home and I know that I can go back there another day and nobody's going to look at me and wonder, maybe I should stay away from that. I don't know what they're going to be like. It's about understanding that everybody needs to feel they belong in a community. And it gets rid of the stigma of the word dementia.
So from the top down, give me some bullet points on how we can make a dementia-friendly community.
Well, I can't say enough about patience. We need to give everybody patience because that person will find that word, especially in the early stages. So a dementia-friendly community is about individuals that are in early stage, may not even be diagnosed yet, but showing those early signs. So a dementia-friendly community, to keep that person feeling that they belong, it's about giving them that patience, that minute they need. It's about connecting, not correcting. Because in that minute, this is my world. And so right now, you look like my daughter. So instead of saying, oh, I'm not your daughter, you know what? Oh my gosh, do I look like your daughter? Tell me something about her. And it's also about understanding that if somebody's told you a story 10 times, let them tell the story the 11th time. And say to them, you know what? Maybe I've heard it, but I might learn something new from it. It's understanding that give them a minute and let them get through to the next, where they were before. And you can go on with your day.
And if you say, I'm not your daughter, you can create...
Well, if you say, I'm not your daughter,
confusion.
Then I don't know why you're not, because you are. And why are you lying to me like that? So it's understanding, if you've known somebody for 25 years, and they say, who are you? And why are you sitting there? You don't say, you know me. Because in that minute, they don't know you. And it's understanding that and saying, I'm Carol. And make sure the tone of your voice is, I'm Carol, not, I'm Carol. Because tone is just as important. We only listen to 7% of the words you say to us. 93% is vocal, tone, actions. So it's about looking at the person with respect and letting them get through this. Because if you say, no, I'm not, well, right now you are, and so why are you making this difficult for me? And so now I'm going to get angry or agitated, and we're going to go over here. Whereas if you just give me a minute, tell me about your daughter. Oh, right, I know you're not my daughter. But you know what? Your hair is just like hers. And then you can have a nice conversation.
What else?
I think the other is really just about understanding that, if somebody starts to get angry quick, maybe stop and think for a minute, what's going on around you right now? Are you in a restaurant? And it's a really big restaurant, a lot of high ceilings, 5 TVs going, music's going, birthday parties are singing, we've got dishes clattering, there's 4 people at our table, they're talking, and the waitress is asking me a question. I can't hear any of that. It's just a din. And so now I get angry. Okay, give the person a minute and understand why. Because right now, their reality is different than yours. So it's about meeting people where they are in the minute.
And making sure that perhaps what kind of restaurant you choose to bring someone to.
Well, a dementia-friendly community restaurant. That's what this is about, is having a supporter. So I have restaurants in Bowmanville, I have restaurants in Whitby, that they are now supporters. Their staff has all been trained. And so they know that, if you ask the question, do you take milk or cream in your coffee? And then they just stare at you. It could be that's too many questions at once. Do you take milk? Oh, right. No, sorry, I take cream. So restaurants are understanding and learning that there's a reason and a different way to handle it. Instead of rattling off all of those specials quickly and having somebody stare at you, if those are too many words coming in, then the staff understand that, okay, I just need to slow it down a bit. I have restaurants that they have a separate quiet area, that if somebody is finding this is too busy tonight for me, can I have a table over there? Absolutely.
All right, what else?
Stores. So I have stores that understand the importance. I have dental offices that understand that, after that procedure, there's somebody's eyes in my face and they've got a mask on, and this is all very terrifying for me. And all of a sudden, I forget where I am. The dental office knows now that staff walks you out to the front, just talking away to you. Nothing about why don't you know where the front desk is. You know what, I'm going out this way anyway, I'll walk with you. So that they don't feel that there's something wrong with them. It's understanding as a community that there are ways to make people feel welcome and not look at them like, what is wrong with you? Just accept them.
Give me something else.
I can't say patience enough. One of the examples that my gentleman uses, menu boards that move. If that's too much for me, because I'm trying to remember the word that I want and the menu board moves and somebody has to wait extra long in that lineup, let them wait extra long in the lineup. Because we have to stop thinking that Alzheimer's dementia is old timers. Dementia can be as young as 30. It can be as young as 45 to 65. So the face of dementia is not old timers. The face of dementia can be anybody. If you've met one person with dementia, you've met one person with dementia. And that person will change as you know them, or the time of the day. So we have to understand that there is no checkbox for this. There's over 100 different types of dementia. So when we're talking to somebody whose behavioral change just is a little bit off, then we need to recognize that and give them that patience.
It could be something, too, that we wouldn't even think of, and that would be what's on the floor. What does the floor look like?
Your spatial vision can be blurred with dementia. It's not your eyes, it's the brain speaking to the eyes. So it can be as simple as there's a pattern on the floor of leaves. And all of a sudden somebody bends down and starts trying to pick them up. What are you doing? There's leaves on the floor, I'm going to pick them up. Because right then, that vision, it could be a carpet is going with the design. One goes this way, one goes this way. When I look at it, it looks like it's coming up at me. So people start to step differently. Slush carpets, you've got a shiny floor, and all of a sudden there's a dark black hole ahead of them, because that's what they see as they're walking up to it with the sun coming in. The floor looks wet, floor looks icy. I had a gentleman tell me, or a family tell me, that the gentleman was in a retirement home, just moved there. Lovely man. But every once in a while he would bump into people in the hallway. And they were trying to figure out why. And then they realized sometimes the light was coming in on this linoleum floor, looked like ice. He used to be a hockey player. And so he was nudging people out of the way to get down the hall. Once they realized this is what was going on, they put a carpet down there so that the floor didn't look like ice. Fine. So it's meeting them and asking, what's going on right now? What are you seeing?
We already have a significant number of people in society who are dealing with cognitive decline, but we're about to get a whole lot more. So it's probably more important than ever that we make communities dementia friendly now.
Absolutely. Because 45 to 65, people in their 50s are looking at downsizing. They're looking at moving from their big homes into a smaller home, condo.
And they're big homes that they're extremely familiar with, and they've lived there all their life, and they've memorized every
They know the
nook
street,
and cranny.
how to get to the store, they know everything. Car drives itself. Now they've moved. Where are they going to move? They're going to move somewhere that they see are dementia friendly. That they see that if I start to forget something, that store gets it. They're dementia friendly supporter. This faith community is a dementia friendly supporter. This condo building is a dementia-friendly supporter. It's about understanding that we want people to feel comfortable and stay in their homes as long as possible. Because one of the ways to help push this is to be able to hear what people say so that our brain works, is to be able to use our brain. And if somebody starts to isolate because they feel embarrassed, they're not using their brain. And we need to keep people out there, ask them questions. So it takes a minute to answer you. Okay, they use that brain to answer you. They feel good about it, and you feel good about it. And they feel comfortable in their new home.
And when we hear in the news about people who are wandering, what's happening?
So we don't use the term wandering because they're not wandering. They know where they're going. They're going home, going to work, going to pick their kids up. We don't know where they're going. So when you find somebody that looks like they're not really where they should be,
Or not dressed for the weather, or
the question is not, are you lost? Because I'm not lost. Why would you say that? Now I'm not going to talk to you because now you've offended me. So it's understanding the approach so that they can see you. Don't touch them because they don't know you. I don't care if they've known you for a long time. They don't know you in this minute, so you don't touch them. You come up so they can see you. And, can I help you? You don't say, how can I help you? Because how can I help you is a deep question. And I don't even know who you are. Can I help you? It's a yes or no. And maybe I don't know who you are yet, but if I say yes, it gives me a minute to find out who you are and where I am. So it's very important. Somebody can be gone an average of 5 hours for 10 kilometers. So we really, really do need to understand the importance of calling the police as soon as possible, not wait 3 hours. Call somebody if you think they're missing, because you can be gone a long time in this minus 20 degree cold, and they're wearing shorts and they don't feel it because it's sunny. So it's understanding that as well.
and then giving questions or asking questions that are yes and no answers, not
Absolutely. What did you have for lunch? I don't even know if I had lunch.
yeah.
But if you know that on the menu, if you're going to see them, or if you can tell that did you have a sandwich for lunch, is better than what did you have for lunch?
Yeah.
Because the sandwich is a word that they can, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just leave it open-ended, that gets me anxious.
Yeah, what
Because
do you-
I don't
what-
know if I had lunch.
Or what do you feel like for lunch? Instead of saying, would you like a sandwich, yes or no?
So you also have to be careful with somebody is in a brain fog. Their life is concrete. What do you feel like for lunch? I don't feel anything. I ran into Bill yesterday. Did you kill him? Because you ran into him.
Very
So
literal.
we have to watch our words, that they are concrete and mean exactly what you're trying to say to them.
All right, well, thank you for this.
Thanks.